We're dropping knowledge on Grambo Bros.
What are some of the things? What are some of those techniques that you look at and you go, man, I probably couldn't have learned that anywhere else?
Well, when I first started, I didn't know if I wanted to grow in soil or coco or DWC. There's so many different ways that you can grow this plant and have success. But the most important thing is to find one that works for you and make sure you get it dialed in. So when I first started, I just went down on the internet, started Googling stuff, and everyone said to start Fox Farm soil. So that's what I did. I went and got a bag of Happy Frog, planted some seeds, and I was just struggling really bad. I ended up killing them all, I think, in the first week or two, just because I think I was overwatering them at that time. You're a new grower. You just tend to overwater stuff. So I'm pretty sure that's what I did to those first 12 seeds that I planted. But then I was lucky enough to meet my buddy from Spaceman, and he was like, bro, skip the soil. You're going to grow in coco. At first, I started out with the complete line of Botanicare. I was having amazing results with that. So, yeah, he basically switched me from soil into coco and put me on a good nutrient regimen that basically, taught me how to feed my plants properly and how to dial in your environment. You dial in your environment, you feed your plants properly, you're providing sufficient lighting. It's hard not to succeed.
How did you decide to go with watering? That's always one of the things that's one of the more diverse things in the world. Some people hand water, some people do the drippers, some people do the blue mots. What's your, I believe you're a reservoir guy, right? Do you do drippers?
Yeah, when I first started, I hand watered, but over time, things evolved, and I shrunk my pot size down to a 1 gallon and started using the FloraFlex drip system. Hooked up the 30-gallon reservoir, so it basically lasts all week. And I'm growing in 1 gallon pots. I'm hitting them about just 3 times a day until runoff, about 4 hours apart. And it's been working great the last few runs. I played around with the frequency of the fertigations, doing them, 8 times a day in smaller shots, 4 times a day in bigger shots. Right now, I'm kind of settled on 3 main fertigations throughout the day until runoff, and it's been working great my last few runs.
That is, that might be the most modern, maybe I'm just sheltered in the growing world, but I gotta say, that's gotta be one of the most modern kind of things that's been going on recently is they call it the pulse feeding. And like, if you were to do 4 is right in the sweet spot. It's like you go 1 gallon in coco 4 times a day. That might be the most unusual thing. Like coming from my world, it was all 7-gallon pots. Coco, 7 gallons. If you'd be running 5, you'd water once a day and everything. And so is that the dry back? Is that the thing you like about that with the 1 gallons, that it pushes that EC up and down and kind of you could.
Yeah, precisely. With the larger pots, you're only able to water your plants, every couple days, because otherwise it's going to just be all moist and soggy and oversaturating roots. So with the smaller pots, you're able to dry back multiple times throughout the day and give it multiple feedings throughout the day. And it's just performing wonderfully that way. I definitely don't see myself going back to the bigger pots. You'd be surprised the size of plants I could pull with a 1 gallon pot. I'll have an 8-10 ounce plant come out of a 1 gallon pot. So, pot size doesn't have much to do with the yield. You can get a large yield in a 1 gallon pot if you're steering that crop properly.
That's the thing that is so modern about it. Coming from the good old boy network that I came of, it makes 5 gallons water once a day. It tans up perfectly, yada yada. But this because people will do those solo cup challenges where they'll grow and I see you have to water it 15 freaking times a day, but you're getting these monster plants out of it. It doesn't matter how little of medium you have as long as you're replenishing what it needs. And so dry back is one of the things that Chad Westport really pounded in my head, the power of the dry back. And you're the proof's in the pudding.
And yeah, I've won all those awards in less than 2 years. So it's pretty amazing, to get that type of recognition from my peers and fellow smokers that are out there that just appreciate the product that I'm putting out.
We're dropping knowledge on Grambo.